What's going on, everybody? Happy mother flipping Sunday. Sunday. You guys know the vibes, man. Oh, let's do the damn thing. Let's do it. Ain't nothing to it but to motherfucking do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Hope everybody had a great weekend. First and foremost, it's good, everybody. Kyle, Sherman, Steadfast, Diggs, Jack, Tima, Pascal, Kendrick, Sergio, Reese, Dennis, Sean, Latricia, Simone, King, Brianna. I ain't seen no DM yet. Whew. That hurts. It's good, Jay. Sean, Kevin, Bianca. What's good, everybody? I'm Javier. I ain't gonna lie, I am cooked tonight, bro. I am cooked. Motherfucking, I got some decent sleep, but got up super early. 45 minutes of cardio. Went to the jump house with my daughter. Went to the mall. Came back, ate some dinner. Fucking cooked. What's good, everybody? Swing King was good, man. Go get her. Landon, what's up, man? Zeke. How was everybody's weekend? Side note, I'll be in Texas, Dallas, Texas this weekend. This upcoming weekend. We will make something shake, so whoever's in that area, keep an eye out. Obviously, you'll have to be a mentee or part of First Step Trading to get notified. I'm not going to post it publicly because there's a bunch of weirdos out there. I mean, obviously, you know, if someone wants to do something, they're going to do something anyway. But, yeah. We're going to make some shit shake. NQ tonight? Yeah, man. Very, very nice. Send me a DM again, Brianna, like ASAP, so I can check it before I get off. Cameron, what's good, man? Ardron. Alrighty, you guys. Let's get into tonight's live. It's going to be a quick one. We only got 3 names we're checking out, mostly focused on indices this week. But, yeah, man, let me go ahead and pull up this economic calendar. As always, we're going to go over that first, and then we'll get into the watch list for the week ahead. Second full trading week of 2026. Bro, I don't know what it is, man, but, like, the past 5 years, like, that shit is like, where did it go? You know what I mean? Like, felt like yesterday I was just getting, like what was that? No, 6 years ago. No, 7 years ago. Holy shit. Bro. I was talking to my homie the other day, and we were just talking about, like, basic shit, and slipped up, and we're like, bro, that was 10 years ago. Like, holy shit, man. Like, after you get a certain age, man, that shit just, like, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Turbo's definitely talking. Motherfucker needs to shut up, too. He keeps scratching my leg like a scratching post. But, yeah, man, let's get it. We're going to get into this economic calendar first, and then we're going to get into the watch list for the week ahead. Welcome anybody that's new here. Shout out to everybody who tunes in regularly. I do this for you guys. And, yeah, man, let's get it. Monday, January 12th. Nothing. Tuesday, biggest day of the week here. Okay? Biggest day of the week here. January 13th, CPI, 8:30 a.m. New home sales, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Turbo, if you don't get the fuck off my leg, go lay down, man. Go lay down. Wednesday, another very big day here. We have PPI at 8:30, retail sales at 8:30, and then we have existing home sales at 10 a.m. So Tuesday and Wednesday here, very big days. Thursday, January 15th, we have our usual jobless claims at 8:30, and then we have PMI at 9:45. Outside of that, that's pretty much it. So the biggest days this week are going to be CPI, which is going to be Tuesday. And then we have PPI on Wednesday. So Wednesday and Tuesday, very big days this week. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Nothing really extraordinary outside of CPI. Yeah, let's get into these charts. There's a lot to discuss. A lot happened tonight. Gold is up 90 points. Silver's up $3. That's $4. Just for perspective, from here to here, you would have made 20K. One contract. On gold, from here to here, you would have made almost 10K. Fuckers have been moving. Anyway, let's get into it, y'all. Monthly chart, I mean, there's not really much to talk about here. It's essentially at the same spot we've been talking about. We still have that, ultimately have that inside bar here. So until something changes, we're just trading inside of that previous month's range. We have that low and that high here on NQ. I want you guys to pay attention to this chart because everything else is up here at all-time highs. But if you look at NQ, we're significantly below. So we can take this kind of two ways. We could take this as one, NQ is going to catch up, and we can kind of catch that lag play, right? Or two, we could take this as NQ is relatively weak, and if we fold, NQ is going to be the first one to fold. But obviously, those parameters being that low and the high of the previous month are the most important. And right now, we're trading right here. So not really much to discuss here outside of that previous month's high, previous month's low. Weekly chart, I mean, you could argue to say we're still bullish, right? Very much so. We have these higher lows here. What's most important is essentially where we're rejecting, right? You guys can see here, we have those all-time highs, structure, rejection, rejection, rejection. So, you could say, hey, this is a bullish wedge, or you could go down to a lower time frame and say, hey, we could be building here for a potential, move lower, right? Every time we've tested this supply, what's happened? Started off as support, then as resistance. So, every time we've rejected, it's provided a, pretty decent move, which ultimately led to a higher low. So you could say, yeah, this is a major supply, but you could also say, hey, the dips are getting bought, right? So in my opinion, I mean, this chart, I mean, it's not, not something to love right here, right? We're trading in the middle of one, that's supply, and we're trading obviously within that last higher low. But I do think it looks good. I do think it looks good. We have a good trend line here to trade from. Not that I'm a big trend line trader, but this has been incredible. Started here. You have the connector. Then you have that beautiful bounce, beautiful bounce, beautiful bounce. So I would say that's a great judge this week in terms of sentiment. The big focus for me, though, obviously, is going to be that 26,100, 26,000. That's the major supply. And then two, we have this 25,550. And then that structure at 25,270. And then we have 24,900. So, I know there's a lot of levels, a lot of distance between them. Right now, I mean, take the chart for face value. We have a double top, failure to go higher. We're still holding the higher low, right? So the question mark here is, what are we going to do, right? Are we going to come down and actually get a breakdown? That would be below 25.50. That 25.550. That's the top short watch, right? That's obviously a scenario. Now we could also say, hey, are we going to form this double top here and just pull back like we have previously, hold that big trend, and then rip back up? That's obviously a scenario as well. Right now, we truly don't know, right? All we have here is what? Major supply, higher low, higher low. There's really not much to go off of. So if you really want to trade in Q, 25,550, 26,000, 26,100 are your big parameters. Trading in between here, that's not ideal, especially right here at the middle of that range. That's not ideal. I traded in Q tonight, and I traded in Q right here, which is the definition of an A+ setup because of the context. I'll break it down real quick, and I'll also go over ES, which is also an equally beautiful setup. But number one, right, we rejected that major supply. Number two, we got that lower high, lower high here, which was below that 25,900. So once we got that weak closure here below that 25,500, 25,900, and we got that lower high, that's where I took my short entry, and I was targeting this structure here. And in that case, I risked about 40 points, and right now I'm up like 150 points. So that was a 3 yard trade, which I'm still holding currently. But yeah, that was a beautiful setup. Even this trade right here, right? You had that previous structure, beautiful retest. You got that move lower. But yeah, I mean, right now it does look like, we could trade lower into this demand. That's what I would say. So, tonight, if you want to trade in Q, I would say trade with the trend, right? We are weak right now. So, just find that lower high, short it back down to the demand, and then be patient. What we do down here is, ultimately the most important. But yeah, that's what I got to say there. ES, I mean, again, monthly chart, I mean, you got to say this is bullish, right? Got that higher low, higher low, higher low. We did break all-time highs, but we are currently failing. That's important to note. Weekly chart, we did get that failure, and we're back below that almighty 7,000 level, which we've struggled with continuously. You guys can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different times this 7,000 level has been a menace. So to me, I'm going to treat that as my sentiment level, right? Like, obviously I'm not bearish considering the chart's bullish, right? We are still bullish, but I am going to say if we're below 7,000, I do think we see lower, right? So my opinion is if we're below 7,000, you can look for a short down into at least 69.35, potentially even 68.70. For ES, this is that big structure. So if we pull back and hold that 69.35, that would turn into that long setup. Or even down here, that would also turn into the long setup. We're ultimately bullish as long as we're above 68.70. But the trade tonight, this is trades that you guys need to fucking study for, man. Like, this is the definition of an A+ setup. Like, go to the ES chart, screenshot everything here. Like, if you want me to, I'll break it down. But it's just like a chart like this is where money is made. You know what I mean? Money is made on this exact setup. I shouldn't say chart. This doesn't matter, right? This named right here doesn't matter. This setup matters. I don't care if this is on Tesla, Meta, SPY, Qs, NVIDIA, AMD. This setup will make you money, I would say, at least 90% of the time, right? And this is just a simple reversal, right? Where you have, obviously, that major demand hold on Friday, right? A nice upside move, right? We had those higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. We made a new all-time high, right? Clear structure here, right? Clear structure, which was a major resistance. We broke it. We held it as support. And then tonight, what did? We failed that previous high. We retested it and formed a lower high, getting that massive sell off the open. We broke that previous structure, pairing that lower high with a lower low. Most important here was at 7,000 level, right? What did we do? Came back up and we retested that structure perfectly. Multiple rejections off that 7,000. Opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to enter. Once we got that lower high and that weak closure, that was your confirmation, right? From there, this whole move was a cakewalk, a literal cakewalk, right? Like, this is the definition of an A+ setup, right? When in terms of trading a reversal, you obviously have the strong uptrend, you have the clear structure, you have the break of structure, you have the lower high, paired with that lower low, clear shift, easy fucking money, man. Like, this is the definition of an A+ setup in my book based off how I trade reversals, right? Someone else, it could be different, but this specific strategy right here, I would say has a 90% win rate. No bullshit. I would take this setup 1,000,000 times out of 1,000,000 times and happily lose on every single one of them with size, right? That's how confident I am in this setup. Same thing with NQ. Like, that was just the definition of a fucking beautiful setup, right? Same exact thing, right? Major demand hold Friday, structure, high, lower high, swept it, lower high, broke that structure, retested, easy fucking money. And then once obviously you have the trend that's set, you just wait for the lower high, weakness, short it, stop loss above, target the next demand. It's that simple. Same thing with an uptrend if I was to flip the chart, right? You would wait for the break of the structure, high or low, send it. That's how you trade with the trend, right? Very simple. But yeah, that's what I'm watching there on ES. Outside of that, let me see what we got here. RTY. I mean, there's one really level that matters here, and that's this 2615 we're above it, bullish. If we lose it, that's trouble. That's all I gotta say. YM sitting at all-time highs. Big level here is 49,000, right? Another big level here is 49,450. I would argue to say if we lose 49,450, that's your short opportunity into 49,000. Watch that 49,000 for a hold, and that's pretty much it. Silver, I mean, this chart is just parabolic, right? We just broke all-time highs again, right? We had that beautiful demand hold here. If you guys recall, last Sunday, I told you guys, if we hold 73.50, this was an A+ swing setup, right? Just a beautiful break and retest. Unfortunately, I didn't even take it myself, so I have no room to talk, but this was beautiful, right? I mean, tonight, if we're above really 80, right, I would argue to say 80. 82.7 is a great level to trade from for longs off that all-time high retest, but the safer pullback would be 80, but it's bullish nonetheless. Gold, same thing, right? New all-time highs here. This is honestly what you would want to see is what we're seeing right now. We want to see a break of 45.80. We broke it. You want to wait for the reclaim, the hold of 45.80. That's your long entry for that move back into the night high. If we do get a deeper pullback, that's fine. Watch that move into 4,500 for that deeper pullback. And that's pretty much the nature of that chart with silver and gold. Both look, ultimately bullish. Very difficult to place over. Yeah, I tell everybody don't trade it. I don't even trade it myself. Right? It's damn near impossible to trade. Even if you trade a micro, just for perspective, one micro here, that's $2,000, right? Really, any given 5-minute candle here, if you're trading a mini, we're talking $2,000 to $3,000, right? Just one 5-minute candle, you can make or lose 2 to 3K off one contract. In terms of a mini, you're losing or making 200, 300 bucks. A micro, excuse me. So it's extremely volatile. I personally don't even trade it. I'll trade gold, but I won't trade silver. Silver's just too much. Anyway, let's get into the individual names. We have number one here. Let me see. I'm looking at this NQ chart. Hold on. I'm getting a nice little failure there. Anyway, Apple. Beautiful break and retest here. We're retesting that major demand off those previous all-time highs. That's why I'm watching Apple this week. It's a tricky chart for two scenarios. One, obviously we're holding demand, but two, we're still below a major supply. So this is kind of that make or break for Apple. What I'm watching here is essentially the top and bottom of that supply and demand. If we can reclaim 262, I like this for longs. Conversely, if we fail 262 and lose 255, I like it for a short. So it's all dependent on what we do, and most importantly, breaking out of the no trade zone, which is in between those two levels. NVIDIA, identical chart. Major demand here, 182. Major supply, 187. Those are your parameters, right? We failed at 187. That's your short opportunity, okay? If we reclaim 187, that's your long opportunity. That's simple. Back into these highs at 192 up here. All right. In terms of downside, we lose 182. See you later, NVIDIA. We have a name like AMD who's already been extremely weak. I wouldn't say it's too far-fetched for NVIDIA to follow suit. Meta's kind of name I'm watching for strength. Reason being is we just held this macro demand here. As you guys can see, this is a very big demand that we held last week. Closed very strong. What I like here is two things. One is a pullback in a 640, 645. That's a long opportunity. Or two, we get above 655. That's also a nice long opportunity there. So that's what I'm watching. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, looks good. Looks very good. Oh shit, we're done. I did say tonight was going to be a quick night. I forgot I only had 3 names to look at. We could take up a little bit more time, but I do got to rock out. Before I do, one, drop tickers in the chat, whatever you guys want me to check out, and then we'll do a Q&A and get to the giveaways. What you guys got for me? Post some tickers in the chat. I'll check them out. Lift. There's one level you need to worry about here. That's it. 19. Above it, bullish. Below it, bearish. 19, then 17.5. All right, I'm going to speed run these. PLTR. It's an ugly chart. Oracle. This is a nice chart. Oracle. This actually looks great. Excuse me. This actually looks great if we can get above 200. Oracle above 200. We have a beautiful gap fill back into about 218. This actually looks really good. I'm going to add this to the watch list. Yeah, above 200. That looks great. What else we got here? Hold on. Airbnb, sure. Airbnb's kind of already cooking, but the level to watch here is 144. 144 or what is this? 130. Above 144 or pull back into... This actually looks really good as well. Pull back into 130 or above 144. Both trades look great, to be honest. Crowd. This is the demand right here, where we're at. For above 456, bullish. That's all I got for you. Shop, sure. I'm trying to keep up fast as I can. Shop, one level that matters here, 156.50. Above it, bullish. Below it, not good. Roblox, sure. Oh, wow. It just lost a major level. Roblox, 75.75. Next level down here at 50. All I gotta say is if Roblox comes down to 50, I will be scooping this up long term. Roblox down to 50 is a no-brainer dip buy. Tell your mom. Side note, if it reclaims 75 and we can hold, that could be a nice little option short-term swing for sure. This looks good. I'm gonna keep this on the side watch. Uber. Really don't got nothing to say here outside of 82 is important. Tesla, sure. Tesla held at major demand, 422. Reclaim that structure at 440. Tesla's above 440. I say we go higher. Tesla lose 44.40. That's trouble. Baba, sure. I like this right here. I was watching this for a swing. 147 was the level I was watching right here. So I'll keep an eye on this again. I say for above 147, bullish. We lose 147, bearish. What else we got here? Datadog, sure. Datadog, sure. There's a level here, 123. That's about it. Nothing really extravagant about this chart. SMX, don't know what the fuck that is. Yeah, this is retarded. Delete this from your watch list. Had 2 million volume traded on Friday. That is disgusting. It's reverse split how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times since 2023. Yeah, ban that fucking thing. Dollar General. This was the fucking swing of the year, by the way. We caught Dollar General right here. We were long Dollar General here. We caught 500% on this trade. I sold right here. That was beautiful. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't touch this now. It's kind of too far gone. But if we can pull back, sure, I'll take it again. But right now, nothing. MU. All right, I'll do one more after MU. Why are you tagging me in this shit? It's at all-time highs. What the fuck am I going to do here? Oh my god, look at this. You guys can just see how long I've been trading. Look at this. You guys seen, this was already here. And it's a different color than what I use now. Look at the last time I traded MU. This was 2021. And you guys can see exactly what I traded. Look at that. 2021. Same way I trade right now. Look how I was trading in 2021. Look at that. Break and retest. Downtrend break. That simple. Same way I trade now, I was trading in 2021. You guys see that? Look at that. That's 5 years ago. 5 years ago. 5 years ago. It's crazy. That's the last time I traded MU. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't touch this. We're at all-time highs. Microsoft. All right, one more after Microsoft. That's it. Microsoft been watching this range, but anything outside of it, I don't care. I mean, anything outside of it is the only thing I care about. 465, below it. 495, above it. Forward, last one. That's it. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this. I mean, maybe if it gets above like 15. 15, maybe. 15. All right. One last thing before we get to the giveaway. Anybody got any questions? Whatever it may be, now's your time to ask it. Whether it's trading related, personal, business, whatever it may be, feel free to ask it. Side note, if anybody took that NQ short, that was nice. That was about 50 points. Anybody took ES, that's also very nice. About $500 a contract. Doesn't matter what you took. It's pretty nice. Very nice trade. I entered up here personally. I entered right there. $5 years ago, nothing changed but progress and growth. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing. 5 years ago, I was probably making, I don't know, a couple $100 a day, if that. How many of you guys remember when I was having $500,000 days? That was years ago, man. I mean, I still do, but that was like my big day, right? My big day was $1,000 back in 2020, 2021. That was a big day. Had my biggest day ever last year, which was 93K in one day. That's not a prop firm either. That was live capital. My biggest day with a prop firm is like 700K, something like that. No, I think I did make a M in one day on props. What do you do? The stress from missing or losing a trade? Well, I don't have any stress from losing a trade because I defined my risk prior to entering, so I don't care what happens. I already know the outcome if I were to lose. But missing a trade, sometimes it's frustrating. You guys have seen me get frustrated before. Sometimes you just got to take a few moments, decompress, remind yourself, hey, it happens. There's another train coming. You just got to be patient. My stop on NQ is above this lower high. But you got to remember, I'm very deep in profit. I'm still up. At that point, I'll still be up 100 and something points. I'll still be up 115 points at that point. How do I trade conflicting time frames? I mean, ultimately, you got to focus on what's happening now, right? So, yes, the higher time frame bullish, right? We all know that. But we have a nice little trend here developed on the 5 minute. So you just trade according to the 5 minute until you get that context for reversal. Maybe we test this demand, get that break, get that reclaim. Or maybe, hey, we hold this low, reclaim that structure, and then you could trade with that higher time frame trend. But it's all about what's happening now, and you use that higher time frame as a confluence. What's up, G? My biggest options trade was CRM. I've had a couple 40, 30Ks, 20Ks on SPX. Yeah. Yeah, win streaks are dangerous for sure. Trust me, I know. Announcing a tariff tomorrow. They're supposed to have that decision, yeah, so that would definitely affect the market. How do you keep trading from becoming an addiction? I mean, that's the thing. You can't, right? I mean, you never know you're, addicted to something because it's kind of too late, When Hannah coming back? Soon. She's just taking some time to herself. But yeah, you know what I mean? There's a thin line between, putting in, adequate time and just being overly obsessed, which will lead to a burnout. When it comes to options, obviously you have to use a mental stop. But with futures, I always use a hard stop. I place it on the chart. That's the thing I love about futures. Hey Sean, man, all love, but please do not bring any politics, religion, anything on this side, man. That's one thing I will not discuss. I will not allow to be anywhere. You know what I mean? I love everybody. I wish everyone the best, but I do not get involved, and I don't want anything like that near me. You know what I mean? Bless everybody's family. I wish everybody the best, but no politics. No controversial stuff. Do I watch 2 minute? Yes. I do. Tesla? Yeah, I've had a couple big trades on Tesla. What time frame do I use to hold a trade longer? 15 minute hourly. It's good to get that clarity. What's good, Shaq? Have ever looked into ICT? Why would I? Okay. I'm a person this way, right? If I'm learning from someone before I even hear what they're talking about, right? Let's say someone comes up to me and say, "Hey, I'll teach you how to mow a lawn," right? What have you done for me to believe that I should learn from you, right? I don't care that you said you can cut a good lawn, but what have you done that you can show me that proves you could teach me something? And that is the ultimate root, right? If you look up ICT, he's never once posted a brokerage statement. He's admitted multiple times openly, I just do this as a source of income, right? I don't actually really trade, right? I created a bunch of terms, over complex calculus type terms for stuff that was already there. All he did was rebrand what was already there. And that's how he made his money. So anybody who follows somebody like that, I mean, it's the blind leading the blind. Can we start back the option challenge? Yes, after we finish the prop one. I haven't even taken a trade in the prop one yet, but I will this week for sure. The option challenge, that was crazy, okay? That was crazy. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick, actually. That was crazy. That was really crazy. That was really, really crazy. Whoops. We started this, right? This was really crazy. We started September 14th, okay? Our first trade was September 25th, okay? First trade. Remember that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that was it. 7 trades. We went 7 for 7 and turned 5K into 10K. 0 losses. 100% in a month, a trading month. Well, a little bit over, 22 days. $5,000 into $9,315 without a single loss. It was more than 7 if you count the ads, but I'm talking about individual trades. It was probably 11 after the ads. I added into VIX right here, so that's 8, and then I added into VIX again over here, so that's 9. So yeah, it was definitely about 11 if you add everything up. Yeah, it was about 11. No, yeah, 11 or 12, yeah. Not a single loss. Not a single loss. Didn't take a single loss. Double the count. Which is not sustainable, right? Like that's not real. You know what I mean? That was obviously great setups mixed with a bit of luck to not take a losing trade like that. We just started this one. We haven't even taken a trade in it yet. The prop account. We started this December 9th. We passed it December 10th. First try, by the way. We passed the prop. First try. But yeah, no trades in this yet. But it's ready to go. No trades in that one yet. That's the current challenge. I only do one at a time. It takes too much time to focus and attention. After we do the prop challenge, I'll do another options one. Shaq, I still have the money in the account, so when we go back to doing it, yeah, I'm gonna be very aggressive because it's risk free. I still have I withdrew 5K, my money back, and I still have 5K in the account. So once we're done with the prop challenge, I'll start back up with the same 5K. Well, for my use, I'm using Apex. I encourage everybody so we can all do the same thing together. When we doing the prop challenge, it's already started. We already passed. We haven't taken a trade in the funded account yet, but We passed it on December 10th. All right, let's get into this giveaway, and we'll go ahead and call it a night. Can you do TPT? I mean, you can if you want. I told everybody to do Apex so we could pass the eval in one day. That's all. But I mean, if you have a propping account in your pass, you can still follow. But if you're gonna follow, do it properly, right? Don't take your own trades. Just that's it. You know what I mean? All right. Keyword is going to be 2026. Good luck, everybody. $30 seconds. Can we do one more eval passer? Yeah, we could definitely do another one for sure. All right, I've done plenty. I think the last 3 that we done, we did one when? When did we do one? Non-farm payrolls. Yeah, we did one on non-farm payrolls. That was an instant pass too. We did that. Yeah, we did one on Friday. What are you talking about? Hey, we did one on Friday. All right. Good luck, everybody. 1, 2, and 3. Edwin B 305. That's a good winner. I've seen that name before a lot. That's a good winner. Where you at, Edwin? It's all good, Rich off piss, man. You just gotta run it back. Awesome. Shout out to Edwin, man. I want to see something real quick. I feel like you've attended a lot of lives. Hold on a second. Channel activity. Yeah, my man has been cooking. He's attended the last 40. That's fire. That's fire, bro. I appreciate all your support, man. That's what I like to see. Alright, we'll run it back one time for the haters. Keyword is going to be turbo. Good luck, everybody. 30 seconds on the clock. On the clock. These are the prop firms that I use. Right here. Take Profit, Tradeify, and Apex. Those are the ones that I would recommend. My code is Felony on all 3 of them. Tradeify right now, that select account is fucking gas. Alright, good luck, everybody. 1, 2, and 3. Orlando Thibode. Orlando. I don't know. Orlando. That's what we're going with. Where you at, man? Please type in the chat before this timer hits 1 minute. Hits 1 minute, you are cooked. The next person it is. Entering 20 times, huh? No, it only allows 1 entry. You can't have multiple. The spam is just annoying, that's all. They can't enter more than once, though. Here, awesome. You were almost 10 seconds too late. Yeah, the spamming's annoying, but they don't give multiple entries. Yeah. You can see everybody's name here is just 1 time. Yeah, just stop spamming. I mean, from now on, this is what I'm going to do, actually. Remove spammers. Just so you guys can see it, this is a forewarning. Spammers, you will get removed next time. Matter of fact, we'll do one more. Let's see who pays attention. We'll do one more for good luck. Keyword is FST. Good luck, everybody. If you spam... Oh, look. Keyword spam got removed. I'm going to reset it. Good luck, everybody. If you spam, you're going to be cooked. Let's see who gets cooked. Keyword is FST. If you spam, you're cooked. Let's see who gets cooked. All you got to do is type it 1 time. No one's been cooked yet. Type it one time. FST. There we go. Spammer. Gone. Uh-oh. Spammers are gone. Look at them. Cooked. 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 Wow. Wow. All you gotta do is type it one time. Damn, Diggs. Come on, bro. You out here spamming? Let's see who I just... Reese! Expected more from you, man. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Moderator. Crazy. Crazy. Wow, another one. Shaq too. Shaking my head, man. Jessica, I feel that name looks familiar. Dub City, Nicholas, J-Rock. Alright, good luck everybody. Oh, you were testing it. Ah, gotcha. Famous last words. Good luck. Justin SK895. Alrighty, yo. Any last minute questions before I skedaddle? Nice, right here. Let's go. 12 seconds. Love it. Edwin, Orlando, Justin, please check the pin message. If you don't check the pin message, you're not going to get your money, so be sure to check it. But, yeah, man, I appreciate every single one of you guys, as always, man, for taking time out of your Sunday to come kick it. Got a big week ahead of us. CPI on Tuesday. So, let's lock in and let's do the damn thing, man. You guys know what we're watching tonight. You guys know why we're watching it. Trade safe. Trade smart. You guys know the vibes, man. Anybody got any last minute questions? Now's your time. If not, I'm out of here. I'll give it another minute or so. And we'll rock out. Let me see. Yeah, the second time you have to pass, yeah. How much do you start futures? I mean, if you want to go the prop firm route, you can start with $30. Well, $130 all in. But yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. I will see you guys bright and early in the morning for live trading as always. And you guys have a great night. Peace, everybody.